This is Danny from HOPS HQ. This is a little video advising you of some upcoming changes in the document repositories system, which will hopefully unlock a lot of functionality that you've been asking us for a long time, but it does require a bit of input from you before we can do that. So let's have a look. Here is an example in the asset management system of the new HOPS file uploading system. It's much better than the old HOPS file uploading system because you can just drag and drop your files in and they upload. It's got facilities in here like move and multiple select and all those things that I know you find frustrating sometimes aren't available in the old HOPS document repositories, and this is exactly what we intend to provide. As you can see, the new HOPS file management system is a lot more like the sort of traditional Windows file and folder system, where you can have a folder within a folder within a folder and then arrange your files within them however you like. However, there is one or two bits of functionality in old HOPS. Here we are in operations documents in old HOPS, which we won't be continuing into the new HOPS equivalent. And the main one of those is that in the old HOPS file uploading system, we allowed you to have several files on the same document, is what we called it. So these three items here, that's one document, and it's got three files in it. And you might remember, that when you uploaded them, you could add as many files as you wanted. But that's not really very conventional nowadays, is it? The files live in a folder, and they're all of sort of equal level of seniority. And that's what we're going to replicate in the new HOPS version of the file management system. So the action that's required from you is to decide what you want to do where you have existing documents that have more than one file on them, and you'll be pleased to know that we provided some help for you. And wherever action is required, you'll see this red action required link over on the right hand side. It's only visible to staff who have permission to edit the folder, so only those who would have the ability to chop and change around the files. In any case, it won't be visible if the user viewing it does not have permission to edit the folder. So when I click on action required, it'll explain that I've got two options. Option number one is I can set each of the files out to be a file in its own right in the same document. So there won't be any changes to how it functions. The colours will be different because the colours will continue to alternate, but there won't be that sort of strong link between the three individual files anymore. Or I've got option 2, which is if I want to retain that strong link between the files. If I choose option 2, HOPS will create a subfolder and it'll put the files in the subfolder for me so that they stay nicely together and separate from the rest of the files in the document. So I'm going to choose option 1 here. I'll just go back a step actually, sorry. This is my policies folder and here's my rulebook part A, B and C. I'm going to choose option 1 in this case, so it's going to just set each of the files out as a file in its own right. So I'll choose option 1. It'll do a bit of validation to make sure there's enough name and everything to individually identify the files, and then if I'm sure, I'll press proceed. And as we can see, it's now separated this out into 3 individual files in its own right. So to the casual observer, it looks exactly the same. It's only to those who are interested in the structure of how the files are saved that you can see that those 3 now sit independently and are not linked together anymore. I'll do the opposite with my station cat policy. I think those are all very important documents that need to be kept together in a folder. So this time I'm going to choose option 2. I'll go action required. Exactly the same sort of header, but this time I'll choose option 2. And just to confirm, a new folder in the current folder will be created, and it takes the top part of the name, station cat policy, and then within the folder is each of the 4 files. So I'll press proceed, and you can see it's created a new folder here called Station Cat Policy, and inside it is the 4 files in their own right. Now, as I said, it will do a little bit of validation. It will need to make sure that there's enough name of the document and the files in order for it to be individually named and distinguishable in its final state. If we have a look in this phone system folder, I've got a document here that's got 2 files in it, BLB2, version 1 and version 2. And if I just go to edit briefly, you'll see that this is using the air version field, which is perfectly fine, but it means that there's no separate title for these two files in the document. So when I go to action required, it actually won't let me proceed. It says in order to proceed, all the files must have a name. Please edit the names, select retain existing file with amended detail radio buttons, and populate the title fields. And this time the only difference is that one of them's a PDF and one of them's a JPEG. So I'm just going to say that's going to be called PDF and that one is going to be called JPEG, or I could call them whatever I wanted. Now they've got two distinguishable names. If I go to action required, I've got the option 1 and option 2 options again. So I'll pick option 1 this time, proceed, and you can see it separated them out. And JPG and PDF are now sort of part of the name where they weren't before. Just to help you out even more, I have on the continuous improvement menu, here it is in the HOPS admin menu, continuous improvement. This is where we list non-back compatible changes that are coming up to HOPS. I've listed out all of your folders for you and put a green if all of the documents within the folder are fine and ready for the new system, or a red and a number to indicate how many documents there are in that folder that need your attention. So here in my safety management system folder, I've got one document that needs attention, and there it is, that route map 0 to 6 and 6 to 10, and I can also tell there because the action required is there. I think I will just let those two be separate documents in their own right, so I'll pick option 1, and now they are separate documents in their own right. Perhaps that wasn't such a wise idea because now they've sorted irregularly. But you can make the decision based on what your files are called and how you want them to be sorted and what you want your folder structure to be. When all railways have done this, we will be able to convert the document management system into the new HOPS system, unlock all those features, and hopefully progress on to a feature that might allow users to be able to view documents even when they're not online. Because I know a lot of railways have requested that when staff go on trains up the line and then there's no signal and they want to be able to view the rule book or view a policy. So via the means of probably the Raildays app, if the user permits it, we'll allow it to download certain files to the user's device, and then when they become updated, to automatically update them. But the first step is we need to get all these folders and files sorted out so that they can be converted to new HOPS. So please don't delay. As soon as you can, have a look at your files and folders, have a look at the continuous improvement list, and nail out as many of them as you can. Because the sooner everybody does it, the sooner we can convert the document system to new HOPS and unlock all this new functionality. Thank you very much. Goodbye.